everybody, I'm Jim and this is Chris and we're Midlife Travel Bug. We're in the beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia right now, and behind us are the iconic Petronas Towers, once the largest structure in the world. There is more than 8 million people in the surrounding areas in Kuala Lumpur and about 2 million people, just under 2 million people in the city itself.
Currently standing in the KLCC park that's right below the towers actually, so we're just wandering around this beautiful park.
We're going to show you the city as we wander through it for the next few days and show you the sights of Kuala Lumpur. You see a lot of construction, a lot of high-rises going up. It's definitely a booming city. Standing at 452 meters and 88 stories tall, this is Kuala Lumpur's most recognizable structure and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. It is packed, it is sold out today. We
tried to get in, it's sold out. I think it's about $32 Canadian each to get in.
A little pricier than we would have wanted to spend anyway, but they sold out for the next 3 days. There's a school holiday, so everybody comes here. So we're not going to be able to go to the top of it, but it's pretty impressive just to be on the grounds of it and seeing it close up. So.
Yeah.
They have these walkways all through downtown, so you don't have to walk on the street. It's like a covered walkway all through the whole downtown section above the street. So we're just in the area in Kuala Lumpur called Bukit Bintang, and we're on the Jalan Lor food street. So, oh my gosh, this is a food mecca right now. So it's just started to rain. We haven't had rain in a long time in our travels. So we just stopped over at the restaurant, Say Woo.
The sky kind of opened up. We arrived, we were walking, trying to do the market. Sky opened up and it's torrential raining right now. So good timing because we're starving.
Yeah.
So we're at the Sky Woo that apparently looks like it was established in 1980. Don't know the story, but everyone seems to think this is one of the best places.
A lot of locals here, and we talked to some locals. They said you stopped at the right place. This is the place to be. First taste of Malaysia was excellent. The rain has stopped. Now we're gonna just venture down this beautiful street full of food. There's a restaurant, there's a restaurant, there's a restaurant, there's a restaurant. Could I get Portuguese egg tart, please? Okay, we're not in Portugal, but there is a Portuguese egg tart. So, they look amazing. I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's almost like a custard inside. It tastes great, it's really sweet on the inside. And for less than $1 or just over $1, well worth it. So, finish this one, it's awesome. Food heaven right now, so this place is just amazing with all those, so many different dishes that you can have. We've got all these murals all down the street, so that's pretty cool. See what we got on the lily pads on the ground. So. This place just keeps getting busier and busier. It's around 9 o'clock at night right now, and it's packed. People coming from everywhere. So, like a lot of the places we visited on our Southeast Asian trip, the nightlife is where everything comes alive, and people come out for food, get out on the streets. The restaurants are all out. Pretty cool. Great.
We just stopped at one of these shawarma places that are all over this little area that we're in. I think it's Little Syria.
It's a Syrian restaurant.
Syrian restaurant. We got a chicken shawarma off this big spit that's right behind me there. It cost about $7 Canadian for 2 chicken shawarma. Comes with this little dip. It's like a tzatziki almost, but maybe it's a little different, I'm not sure. There's some inside here as well. So good though.
Chris, how do you feel about seeing all this shopping here in Chinatown?
I feel overwhelmed and excited. I can't wait. I just need something to drink because we've been walking for 3 hours.
Just at the restaurant Kim Yong Ki here in Chinatown. We needed a bite to eat and a couple lovely cold beers. This is what the dish looks like. So they're very famous. They're very famous for this noodle dish. There's lots of articles on the walls everywhere about the chef making this noodle dish here in Chinatown. So,
I don't know really why they're famous yet, but maybe we can find out before we leave. But
Chris thought they were worms by the picture, but we figured
I had
out.
a worm experience before. That's very.
So we're gonna try these noodles.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. It looks like it's in some type of soy sauce with some veggies, and it looks like a little bit of chicken and shrimp. So we're just gonna give this dish a try, and it looks good. But there's a little bit of, it looks like cabbage, some shrimp, some fish, I think, or squid. I'm not entirely sure which one, but really good.
It's about 5 o'clock here in Chinatown, and oh my gosh, is there a lot of coffee shopping here. It is insane.
Got coffee Tiffany stuff.
How do you spot a group of Canadians in Southeast Asia?
Hey!
The beer on the table. That's how you.
Proud. Ottawa proud.
Ottawa proud.
So we're just in Chinatown right now, and we just ordered these crispy spring roll. I think it's called bok lap.
5 spice.
5 spice pork roll. Anyway, give it a bit of try. It looks really amazing. It's kind of looking crunchy on the outside, lots of meat on the inside. Let's give it a shot. Really crunchy, flaky.
Daddy.
Some honey, some 5 spice. Really soft on the inside. I'd order that again. It's really good. So we've just arrived to Central Market in Kuala Lumpur, and this market is become a world famous place to come. So we're going to take a look around and see what crafty things we can find.
Great way to get out of the rain for a couple hours. It's completely covered in here.
Completely covered. So
if
it's pouring rain outside, and it usually only rains for an hour a little bit, but good place to come and hide from the rain.
That there is going to be the second largest building in the world once it's completed.
So we're currently down in an area called Brickfield, and it's called Little India / Brickfield. So we're going to come down here and hopefully enjoy some amazing Indian food or whatever we come across. It looks pretty cool so far.
Lots of restaurants, a ton of street food. This is going to be fantastic. Brickfield area is pretty big, so multiple blocks, obviously, Little India, and just walking down to one of the top recommended restaurants called MTR 1924.
I guess we'll see if it's any good.
Yeah, we're gonna try this one out, and it's supposed to be amazing food, so check it out. That was awesome. That was pretty good food. So we're on the way to the next one.
Jeez.
Hello. Today we are at the Batu Caves. The Batu Caves is a Hindu temple and one of the most popular temples outside of India.
We're gonna go check out the very popular tourist destination, but first we have to hike up about, I think they said 272 stairs, the colorful ones, all the way to the top to get to the temple that's inside the Batu Caves.
So we're almost at the top here of the Batu Cave Temple, and one of the cool things walking up the stairs is that there's just
monkeys
so many
everywhere,
monkeys.
And clearly they're pretty tame, but they're jumping on people's shoulders. One lady had a bunch of flowers in her hair, and they took a liking to eating those.
But, yeah, you can kind of see the view that we're looking at right now. So the higher we get, the better the view, obviously, but it's all these guys everywhere. They're just kind of following us around. Right, buddy? It's really odd that you see about 100 monkeys coming up the stairs, but there's not one monkey inside the temple. So they must have some control up here that the monkeys don't want to come into the temple. Pretty amazing cave. Yeah, there's some roosters though. They made it. Staying in Bukit Bintang for 5 nights now, and we are in a mall. Now normally we just don't go into malls, we just walk the streets.
He was like, oh my gosh, you do not want to go into another mall, do you? Because I'm so sick of them. And then we walked into this one, and oh my gosh, I don't know why we missed it. It's called a Bukit Bintang, which we knew, which is the area we're staying in.
It's the Pavilion Mall. Yeah, it's a Pavilion Mall, and it has floors and floors of food and street food and
Had we
bars
known
and restaurants.
this was right beside us, we probably would have come here right away.
And these malls are just enormous. Like this one has 10 floors and there's food on almost every floor in restaurants. So we'll check it out. But just a tip, if you're in the downtown area of Kuala Lumpur, check out the Pavilion Mall because that's the happening place. Literally the largest food court I've ever seen in the mall anywhere.
So here's the thing about dining out. We all want choices and we want opportunities to choose what we want. But then you get to a place like this in Kuala Lumpur where there must be, I've probably seen at least 100 choices here. And now there's too many choices and I can't make a decision. So we might go starving for a while now.
In a mall. This is the food court in
I
a
wouldn't
mall.
normally go, particularly say I want to go for dinner at the mall from our hometown. Not that it's bad food, but it's not really my dinner choice. But there's
wait,
so many
there's
options
more.
I can't even. Oh, there's a whole nother wing.
There's a whole nother wing we just found.
We won't be eating tonight because we can't make up our minds on anything when we become very hungry.
So great dinner at the food court in the mall, and this place is insane.
We didn't even touch on the mall. There's about 8, 10, 15 floors with different alleys that go to different places. We just touched on it, but there's a big screen above us here that's pretty cool too.
Take a look at this, everybody. Like, look at that. We've literally been to like 4 malls within 2 blocks today. Now, we hate malls. Don't get us wrong. We're not here to go into malls. But the malls in KL are like insane. And they're out of this world.
Maybe I need a new purse.
Tastes good.
This does not look like chicken.
5 spice pork roll here in Chinatown. Looks amazing, smells amazing. Don't do that. Oh look, there's another mall.